I just want somebody to know it's very hard walking with God because we live in a world full of fake. We live in a world full of things that really don't matter. So you're always going to be tempted, but God doesn't tempt us. We need to know that first and foremost. God does not tempt us. The things that we care about, God does not care about. And that's why I try to stress this so much. I want my channel to be about self-growth and love for the Father and walking with the Son. Because the things that we care about, they do not care about. Us being on this earth is about us proving to God that we're worthy to be in His presence. We're worthy to be on a new earth. We're worthy to be up in heaven, because all these temptations that we go through here on this earth, we're not going to have to go through that. He's not going to have these things there for us to be tempted and for us to desire. It's going to be about worshiping Him and the things that are pure, the things that are good. This world is so full of evil. We were meant to come here and prove ourselves worthy enough to live and not die. Because the people that are full of sin, the people that can't seem to follow His Son, the people that don't want to follow God's laws, statutes, and commandments, they're not going to be on a new earth and they're not going to be in heaven. So you have to choose. You have to make up your mind. Yes, it's hard. But once you set your mind on, okay, this stuff doesn't really matter. This stuff is not going to really bring me the love and happiness that I really seek. Because without God, without love for others and your family and your friends, it really doesn't matter. You have to make up your mind like, God, I love you. No matter what I do, I love you. And I pray at the end of the day that you give me the strength to do your will. And if I'm weak, I pray that you have mercy and grace on me and forgive me for the wrongdoings that I do. Because we're going to be judged. And this is what people don't understand. They don't believe in God, or they're following false gods. When He said false prophets will rise up. A lot of us are listening to people that don't even really believe in God. They're mixing the world with His word, and that's not going to fly with Him. He said what He said, and He meant what He said. He does not go back on His word. So we have to pray and we have to ask Him forgiveness, because He knows there's so much temptation here. He knows there's so much stuff that we're going to want, that we're going to desire here, and that can possibly detach us from the love of Him. This is how it started in the beginning with Eve. We got detached from Him. Just imagine us being in this beautiful place, not wanting for nothing, not worrying about having clothes on our back, being naked. We were pure, we were innocent. And when sin came, that detached us from the Lord. So He sent us a gift in Christ to have another chance with Him. And He knew the people that wasn't going to believe. There's a lot of people saying their hearts are with Him, but they're not. They're mixing it with the world. People have the love of money, and they're not going to see heaven. They're not going to see the beautiful new earth. They are not. Despite what they say, you have to use your gift of discernment and know what you are listening to. Know what you're taking in. because everybody is not leading you down the right path. And despite what anybody thinks of me, I know I have the love of the Father. I hold on with it dearly because I feel like that's all I really have. As his children, that's all we really have. We have him. We have his love. We have his peace. We have his protection. We are just trying to do whatever it is that he wants us to do so we can dwell in his presence once again. So I love you guys, and I hope that's something to think about. You have to choose. No matter how many times I say it on my page, it's always going to be about us choosing him. Because it's either the world or it's either him. Some of us claim to be so of God, but we don't even love our neighbors. Like, we hate people that we don't even know. We want to cause them harm. There's witchcraft going on against people that have done nothing to others. It's real out here. God is very much real. His son is very much real. His son is the word. His son is his word. And I pray that a lot of people come to the understanding of this. You know, we have to fight so much temptation each and every day. But when you see somebody getting put in that box and getting put in the ground, it's only them. It's only them. They're not taking their house. They're not taking their cars. They're not taking their money. And even if they do, it's not going to do nothing for them in the spiritual life. So just a little food for thought, child of God. Stick with God. He's the only way. God bless y'all.